Hello everyone, my name is Nicoya, and this is mountain biking. We're starting off today on the road because, quite frankly, that's where mountain bike rides usually start. Like most people, I'm not lucky enough to live at a trailhead, so whether it's by car or by pedal, there's pavement to cross between me and the dirt, and that's part of the mountain biking experience. While this isn't the most exciting part of the ride, I don't like giving the impression that mountain biking only exists between the top of the hill and the bottom. Before we get to the dirt, we gotta get to the dirt. Thankfully, it's not too far to go, and with that 30-minute warm-up behind me, it's time to enjoy nature.
Thank you.
Yep. Sorry.
It's alright.
Good. Thanks.
Speaking of nature, let's take a minute to talk about cows. They're generally docile creatures, but there's two major hazards that you need to be aware of. First off, they're 1,500 pounds of meat, and if they get spooked, they can do some damage, so you want to keep an eye on their body language and give them space when they need space. Secondly, watch out for the cow pies.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, have a good one.
Guys. Thanks, guys. For the last two. Have a good day.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you might ask what brought me to this unassuming gravel trail today. It's not chunky and gnarly and technical, it doesn't have crazy jumps and berms and long downhill sections. I'm here because this is XC riding, or gravel riding if you have drop bars. It's about going places, seeing the sights, and taking in nature. It's kind of like riding a road bike, but with less traffic. If you understand road riding, you basically understand this. So let's talk about hills. Hills exist and gravity is a bitch. But uplifting isn't really a part of XC riding, and so there's only one way to the top. It's hard work, it's sometimes painful, but at the end you get to say, I did that. This particular hill is the longest and steepest in this particular open space preserve. My goal for the day was to make it to the top of this grade and then continue on past the rest stop to the top of the bridge beyond it. Spoilers, I made it this time, but it wasn't without some unexpected adventure.
How's it going?
Past the rest stop, things started to get a bit weird. I kept hearing something that almost sounded like a person screaming. But why would someone be screaming in the middle of an open space preserve? And if they were screaming, what should I even do about it? I couldn't really tell which direction it was coming from, so I decided to just carry on with my ride. Not long after I started hearing the noise, I was passed by another rider, and I thought that perhaps his bike was making odd sounds. A brake rub or a creaky bottom bracket or something. I put the thought out of my mind and continued on up the hill.
Eh.
Oh, there's a mountain lion.
Oh, nice. Ah, lots of bugs too.
Should we go up and look?
Oh yeah, right there.
You see him?
Yeah.
I was there and I was there for like 10 minutes screaming away from my bike and he wasn't moving. He was just sitting there staring at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm so freaked out.
He's buggering off a little bit. Yeah, I was wondering what that noise was.
Oh my god.
I didn't hear that, okay.
I was screaming and screaming. He was just staring at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there more or are they just by themselves?
I only seen one.
Yeah. Is he walking down the trail?
Yeah, I saw him walk off.
Yeah. Went down to the right. Oh yeah, there he is in the right there again. Trail just goes up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should probably be fine now.
He's over there.
Yep, down there now.
Okay, are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay. You wanna go first?
Stay in a group, might as well.
Okay.
To be honest, staying in a group was mostly just an excuse for me to go last, since I'm kinda slow. I didn't want to hold up the other riders, and the danger was quickly behind us, so after a bit I let them take off ahead and went back to riding my own pace. It was interesting seeing the varied reactions from the riders going downhill to the news that they were about to run into a mountain lion.
Mountain lion ahead.
There's one more you said?
Mountain lion.
Oh, mountain lion.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Down there?
Yeah.
Colors.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Watch out for this mountain lion ahead.
Real?
Yep.
Remember that it's not just Strava or it didn't happen. You gotta get your panoramas too. No Instagram squares allowed. Up near the top, I caught up to one of the riders who had stopped for the mountain lion. She was still a bit shaken up, so we decided to ride back down together after a quick sprint to the top of the hill, assuming I could figure out where that was.
Hey, how's it going?
What?
How's it going?
Yeah, are you going up or are you going back down?
I was gonna try to get to the peak area and then turn around there. I have no actual idea where that is though. I think it's sort of up there. Oh yeah, it goes up a little more.
I'm Jamie, by the way.
Tony, pleased to meet you. You come up here a lot?
Yeah. This is the first time I've ever been by myself. Of course I saw the mountain lion by myself.
Figures, right?
Oh,
Yeah, this is like second time in the area, but first time I made it this far.
yeah.
Last time I stopped at the horse trough, it was like blazing hot out.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it gets really hot up here.
Yeah.
We did find something resembling a summit, so we turned around and headed back down. Not much to report there other than Jamie is a much faster rider than I am. I honestly did try to keep up, but it just wasn't happening. She disappeared down the trail and I dialed it back before I flung myself off a cliff.
Going zooming by. Down the trail.
Just around the corner.
He was right in the trail when I came around the corner.
Found him again.
He's pretty skinny too.
Yeah, he's not looking well, so I think that's what it is.
So I did catch back up with Jamie and a couple other riders, and I should say the mountain lion looked fine to me. Maybe they were expecting it to look like a well-fed house cat or something. I don't know.
Yeah, why don't we
Sure.
start heading now? Thank you.
Alright, have a nice day.
By this time it was getting a bit later in the day, and there was quite a bit more traffic on the trails, including quite a few horses. Luckily they let us go ahead as there was a fast downhill section coming up next. Downhill fire roads like this have become a bit of an Achilles heel for me. Unlike flow trails where there's carefully laid out trail features to keep your speed in check, there's really nothing similar to that on a fire road. Generally what happens is I'll let gravity drag me up to a somewhat alarming speed, then slow it up at whatever point seems appropriate, and then gravity comes back into play and the process repeats. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment. So with the adventure completed, there's nothing left to do but ride home, get showered up, and eat some lunch. I'll spare you the monotony of the last half hour of slab. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.